Hello learners, today we are going to discuss about how we are going to have a database connection using SQLite in Python. So this is the easy most way to connect my SQL database to the Python. So let's start the video. For connecting the database, first we have to make a database file, all because MySQLite is coming with Python installation by default. So what we need to do, we need to have a database connection file first. So let's create .py. Let's create a file called create database.py. Then we have to import SQLite3. First statement will be this. Then you have to create a connection object, con equals to SQLite3 dot connection, and we have to pass the database name. If you are having you have to create the database name first. So like a school database, if I want to create, so it will be school.db is the database name. Now from the connection object we have to create the cursor object. So cursor equals to con dot cursor, and from cursor object you have to execute the query. So before to insert some data, we have to create some database table. So let's write some query for that. So query will be create a student table, named query I am writing, and I am having the create table command already written, so I will use that same. Now this is what the create table command, which is having create table. If not exist students, then it will create a table named id, which is the primary key, and it is having the property auto increment. Then name, which is of text kind of, or varchar, in the other database it is varchar. Then age, and the email is also text type. Now have to execute the query. So for executing we have to use cursor object, cursor dot execute, and then you have to pass the query, create a student table query name, and then you have to use con dot commit and con dot close. Just for just making sure that everything is going well, I am just writing a last statement like db table created. So this will create the database table in SQLite. The database name is school.db, and the table name will be a student SQLite3 dot connect. Okay, connect is the function we have to use. So now it is fine, database table created. So if you can see a connect dot, if you refresh this in the database section itself, a school DB has been created. You can see this school database has been created. Now what next we have to do, we have to write a query or write a file to insert data into this. So either we can create a separate file, or we can use the particular create database .py file itself, but better I will create the new one, insert table, insert data in table.py. Now in this file also we have to import SQLite3, then con dot connect. The database name is school.db. So it will connect the database. Then you have to create a cursor object. Same way, cursor equals to con dot cursor, and then you have to create a con equals to SQLite3 dot connect. Now it is fine. Now cursor object has been created. Now you have to write a insert query. Insert student equals to insert into students. Then ID is auto increment, so you have to use name. Other three ID is already auto increment, so it will auto increment name, age and email. So if I will put the placeholder for name, age, comma, email, and then have the values, make a placeholder for all these three. That's it. Now we'll have the student list. So stu1 equals to name like Amit, then age is 23, comma, email is amit@gmail.com. The same way we can have three more students: student 2, student 3, student 4, Amit, Kamal. I will change the Kamal age also. I will change 25, age is 28, age is 22. Anita, John. So 4 students record I am having now. I will insert that. So for inserting we have to use cursor dot insert, cursor dot execute, and have to call insert student, comma, stu1, same way stu2 and 3 and 4. So stu2, stu3, stu4, and then cursor dot, once it is executed, then con dot commit and con dot close. That's it. I will write again, print inserted. Now let's run it again. So if everything is going well, it will insert the data. So inserted, data has been inserted. Second file also is ready with inserting data. Now third and final is select student .py. So import, same thing, SQLite3 con equals to SQLite3 dot connect, and connect to the school database, and then cursor equals to con dot cursor select query equals to select star from students is the table. Now I have to execute the query. So cursor dot execute select query. Once it is done, it will return rows, and then you have to iterate the rows. Simply for row in rows and print each and every row. So you will be getting data printed over here. Print done, select done, and lastly connection dot close. Commit is required only in case of insert and creating the table or updating any record in the database. For selection, connection close is more than enough. Commit is not required. So now let's run it. See this, these many records has been fetched from the database: Amit, Kamal, Anita, John, and database selection is done. So this is how we can create a database and database table. Here you can insert some record in the table, and here you can select some record from the database from the SQLite3. So hope this makes sense to you. If you like this particular video, kindly do subscribe the channel and share this video. If you also want to know something else about Python, or if you want to learn something other topics in Python, let me know by commenting on the video. I will definitely try to make such kind of video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.